Have you ever stopped to wonder, could the daily shower you've trusted for decades, the one that makes you feel clean, refreshed, even human, actually be hurting you now that you're over 70? It sounds hard to believe, doesn't it? We've been taught that clean means bathing every single day. But here's the truth. Once you pass a certain age, the rules begin to change. And what used to help might now silently harm. At Golden Minds, we're not here to scare you, but to open your eyes to a smarter, safer way to care for yourself in this next chapter of life. In today's video, we're unpacking 7 eye-opening truths about bathing after 70 and why less might actually be more. And let me be clear, this isn't about giving up hygiene. It's about reclaiming your strength, protecting your body, and avoiding one of the biggest dangers facing seniors today: slippery bathroom falls. From skin science to daily energy, from expert advice to ancient wisdom, we'll show you how to stay clean, fresh, and independent, without the risks hidden in that steamy shower. So, stay with us to the end. You'll even learn one expert-approved method to feel fresh daily without ever stepping into the tub. If this topic matters to you or a loved one, tap the like button, subscribe to Golden Minds, and turn on notifications. And type 1 in the comments if you've ever questioned whether your habits are still working for you. What's every year one on more the real danger? Hiding in your shower. Falls are the #1 risk after 70. Now let's begin with something that doesn't get talked about nearly enough. The bathroom. Not the cozy, candlelit kind you see in magazines, but the everyday one in your home. It's a place we walk into without a second thought. But for older adults, that ordinary space can quietly become a danger zone. Take Margaret, for example. She's 76, lives alone, and has always prided herself on keeping her routine. Shower every morning at 8 a.m., no exceptions. But one day, as she stepped into her tub, the water a little too hot and the floor a little too slick, she lost her balance. One moment she was standing, the next she was on the ground. A fractured hip, months of rehab, and a deep fear of bathing followed. Sadly, Margaret's story isn't rare. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, and bathrooms are the top location for these incidents. Wet tile, fogged up mirrors, slick soap, and the simple act of stepping over a tub edge. These aren't minor details. For someone with weaker balance or joint pain, they're daily risks. The American Geriatric Society has emphasized that for seniors, falls are the leading cause of injury and even death. And here's something even more sobering. Many falls happen during the times we're most tired, early mornings or late evenings, right when people often shower. But there's good news. You don't have to give up cleanliness to stay safe. Something as simple as reducing how often you bathe or switching to a seated shower or sponge bath can dramatically reduce your exposure to those risks. Just imagine, half the bathing, half the danger. For those living alone or caring for an aging parent, these changes aren't just smart, they're life-preserving. You're not choosing less care. You're choosing the kind of care that protects your future. So before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Has this ever happened to you or someone you love? Drop a 2 in the comments if bathroom safety is something you're starting to think differently about. Because protecting yourself doesn't mean doing more. It often means doing better. 2. Why daily showers can quietly damage your skin after 70. Now let's talk about something a little less obvious, but just as important: your skin. You see, while a slippery bathroom floor can lead to one big fall, the effects of daily bathing on aging skin are more like a slow drip. Quiet, gradual, but deeply damaging over time. Meet Harold, 81 years old, a retired teacher from Ohio. Every evening, like clockwork, he would enjoy a long, hot shower, steam rising, favorite soap in hand. It helped him feel clean and put together, as he liked to say. But over time, Harold began to notice something different. His legs were constantly itchy. His back had started flaking. And one winter, he developed painful cracks on his feet that bled when he walked. Harold's story is common, and it's rooted in real science. After 70, the skin changes dramatically. The outer layer becomes thinner. Collagen and elastin, which once gave skin strength and stretch, begin to fade, and oil glands slow down. That protective shield your body used to make, it weakens, making skin far more delicate. Now here's the catch. Daily bathing, especially with hot water or strong soaps, strips away what little natural oil your body still produces. What's left is skin that's dry, irritated, and vulnerable to infection. Doctors even have a name for this, xerosis. And it's more than just dryness. It can turn skin into a rough, itchy surface, sometimes cracked like dry earth after a drought. These tiny cracks might seem harmless, but they're actually entry points for bacteria. They can lead to infections, rashes, or flare-ups of chronic conditions like eczema. Worse, that irritation can keep you up at night or make simple things, like putting on socks, uncomfortable. But here's the hopeful part. You can protect your skin without giving up the feeling of being clean. Switching to lukewarm water, using gentle, fragrance-free cleansers, and moisturizing right after washing can make a world of difference. And yes, bathing less frequently gives your skin time to heal and restore itself naturally. Your skin tells your life story. It deserves a little extra care now. If you've ever noticed changes in your skin and thought, maybe I'm just getting older, know this. Aging is natural. Suffering doesn't have to be. Type 3 in the comments if you're ready to care for your skin in a way that honors your age, not works against it. 3. Bathing less might actually protect you from infections. Here's why. If you're already thinking, well, I can live with a little dry skin, there's something else you need to know. Something most people don't realize until it's too late. When your skin becomes dry and cracked, like we talked about in the last section, it's not just uncomfortable, it's also a wide open door for germs. Let me tell you about Robert. He's 79, a widower, and one of those folks who's always been particular about staying clean. Twice daily showers, crisp white shirts, the whole routine. But about a year ago, after a winter filled with dry air and extra hot showers, Robert developed a small tear on the back of his calf. It didn't seem like much at first, just a scratch. But within days it became red, swollen, and painful. That little scratch turned into cellulitis, a skin infection that landed him in the hospital for a week. And Robert isn't alone. As we age, our skin loses not just moisture, but the ability to repair itself quickly. Add frequent bathing into the mix, and you're stripping away the very oils and defenses your body depends on to keep bacteria out. Skin tears, those tiny rips or scrapes that seem harmless, heal slower in seniors. Reduced blood flow, lower immune response, and less cell turnover all mean one thing: higher risk of infection. Medical research backs this up. Studies from the New England Journal of Medicine show that seniors who bathe less frequently experience fewer skin tears and related infections. Why? Because their skin has a chance to rebuild its natural barrier. Harsh soaps, hot water, and rough scrubbing break it down. Gentle care builds it back up. The great news? You can still stay clean without risking infection. Spot cleaning high sweat areas like your underarms, feet, and groin with a warm washcloth or pre-moistened wipes works wonders. You don't need to lather up from head to toe every single day to stay healthy. So if you've been feeling like you have to shower daily just to be clean enough, take a breath. Your body is wiser than you think. Let it rest, heal, and protect you, just like it's always tried to. If you or someone you care for has ever dealt with a skin infection, type 4 in the comments, because no one talks about this enough, and your story could help someone else. 4. Clean doesn't have to mean soaked. A smarter way to stay fresh. Now, after everything we've talked about, falls, fragile skin, and the risk of infection, you might be wondering, but how do I still feel fresh? How do I keep up my dignity without a daily shower? That's a beautiful question, and you're not alone in asking it. Let me introduce you to Grace, 82, a retired librarian from New Mexico. She told me, I was afraid to stop bathing every day. I thought people would notice, that I'd smell, that I'd seem less. But what Grace discovered was that cleanliness isn't about how much water you use. It's about how you care for yourself, gently and wisely. And she's right. You don't need a full soak to stay clean, healthy, and confident. In fact, modern hygiene isn't about routines that exhaust you. It's about adapting those routines to serve you better. Start with the basics. A warm, damp washcloth can gently clean underarms, groin, feet, and face, areas where sweat and odor tend to gather. Pre-moistened wipes or no-rinse cleansing cloths work just as well, especially for those with mobility issues or joint pain. Add in fresh clothes daily, especially undergarments and socks. Soft, breathable fabrics wick away moisture and keep you feeling light and refreshed. Don't forget oral care. Brushing, flossing, and a quick rinse of mouthwash can instantly elevate how you feel and how others perceive you. Top it off with a comb through your hair or a bit of deodorant, and you're not just clean, you're polished. What's wonderful is that this isn't cutting corners. It's practicing intentional self-care. It's recognizing that what worked at 40 may not serve you well at 75, and that's not giving up. It's growing wiser. Grace now bathes just twice a week, but she says she feels cleaner and more in control than ever. I'm not afraid of slipping. I'm not as tired, and I still feel like me. So if you're ready to redefine what it means to be clean with less risk and more comfort, type 5 in the comments. Let's lift the pressure and give ourselves the grace to age with wisdom, not weariness. 5. When bathing drains your energy and how to reclaim it. Now that we've explored safer, simpler ways to stay clean, let's talk about something just as vital, your energy. For many older adults, bathing isn't just a matter of hygiene anymore. It's an exhausting task that can quietly take over the day. It's not often we think of a shower as draining, but for someone with stiff joints, low stamina, or unsteady balance, it can feel like running a marathon in slow motion. I think of Walter, a 78-year-old former bus driver from Michigan. I thought I was just being lazy, he confessed, but every time I showered, I had to sit down afterward and rest. I didn't even have the strength to cook dinner some nights. Walter's story is more common than you might think. As we age, our cardiovascular system, muscles, and joints don't bounce back the way they once did. Standing for 10 or 15 minutes under warm water can lower blood pressure, making you feel dizzy or even faint. Bending to wash your feet, lifting your arms to rinse your hair. These movements take far more effort than we realize, especially if you're dealing with arthritis, neuropathy, or heart conditions. The Journal of the American Medical Association has documented this clearly. Routine bathing can significantly sap energy in seniors, sometimes leading to fatigue that lingers for hours. And when you feel wiped out, it's harder to do the things that bring you joy. Walking with a friend, playing with a grandchild, preparing your favorite meal. But here's the good news. Just like we've learned to clean smarter, we can bathe smarter too. Try showering at a time of day when you feel most alert, usually mid-morning. Use a shower chair and a handheld nozzle to ease pressure on your body. Keep essentials within reach. And most importantly, know that bathing less often is not neglect. It's a thoughtful choice to preserve strength for the moments that matter. Walter now bathes twice a week and uses gentle wipes in between. I feel cleaner, calmer, and a lot less tired, he says, and I finally have the energy to enjoy my evenings again. If you've ever felt drained after bathing, drop a 6 in the comments, because sometimes less effort leads to more life. 6. Your body has a built-in cleaning system. Let it work for you. After hearing how exhausting and risky daily showers can be, you might be wondering, but if I don't wash every day, won't I get dirty? It's a fair question. For many of us, daily bathing became a habit decades ago, almost like brushing our teeth or pouring that first cup of coffee. But here's something truly fascinating. Your body is already doing more than you think to keep you clean, and it's been doing it your entire life. Let me tell you about Lillian, a 74-year-old retired piano teacher from North Carolina. After a bad fall in the bathroom left her too sore to shower for a few days, she was nervous. I thought I'd feel gross, she said, but to my surprise, I didn't. I didn't smell. I didn't feel dirty. It made me start questioning everything I thought I knew. And she's not alone. You see, our skin isn't just a passive surface. It's an active, living system. It's covered in something called the microbiome, a healthy community of bacteria that works with your body to break down sweat, dead skin, and oils. These microbes aren't the enemy. In fact, they help keep harmful germs out, balance your skin's pH, and even fight off infections. Plus, your skin naturally sheds old cells every day through a process called desquamation, a built-in way to slough off dirt and debris, all without scrubbing. But here's the catch. When we bathe too often, especially with hot water or harsh soaps, we strip away these protective oils and bacteria. That throws off your skin's natural balance, leading to dryness, irritation, and even more vulnerability to infection. Instead, by bathing just 2 or 3 times a week and using gentle, pH-balanced cleansers when needed, you allow your body's own systems to do what they were designed to do. Add breathable fabrics, good hydration, and targeted cleaning of key areas, and you'll be surprised how fresh you still feel. As Lillian said, "It's like my body knew what to do all along. I just had to stop interfering." If this idea is opening your eyes a bit, type 7 in the comments. And let's keep learning how to trust our bodies more as we grow older. 7. One size doesn't fit all. Personalized hygiene is the new standard. After realizing how much your body already does to stay clean, here's the final shift in thinking. Good hygiene doesn't have to look the same for everyone, especially not after 70. Let me share the story of Howard and June, a couple in their early 80s from Oregon. Howard is still active. He gardens, goes on walks, and even volunteers twice a week. June, on the other hand, has slowed down quite a bit due to arthritis and heart issues. At first, they both tried sticking to the old daily bath rule, but it quickly became clear it didn't suit them equally. June felt drained, while Howard felt just fine. That's when their doctor introduced a simple truth. Hygiene should match your lifestyle, not follow a one-size-fits-all routine. Experts from institutions like the American Academy of Dermatology and Johns Hopkins agree. Seniors don't need to bathe daily to stay clean. In fact, for most people over 70, bathing just once or twice a week is often enough. What matters more is paying attention to your personal needs, your activity level, skin condition, health concerns, and environment. If you're less mobile or rarely break a sweat, you might be just fine with sponge baths and fresh clothes between full showers. If you deal with incontinence, certain skin conditions, or warmer weather, you might need more frequent spot cleaning. And that's okay. There's no gold star for daily scrubbing, only what helps you feel your best without putting your health at risk. The beauty of this approach is that it puts you back in control. You can build a routine that honors your body's changes instead of pushing through discomfort to meet outdated expectations. Think of it this way. Your hygiene routine should serve you, not the other way around. June now bathes just once a week, using warm cloths and gentle wipes in between, while Howard continues his every other day routine. It's not about doing less, June says. It's about doing what's right, for me. So if you've been following the same routine for decades, maybe now's the time to rethink it. If you're ready to create a hygiene plan that fits your life, not your past, type 8 in the comments. You deserve a routine that feels good, not forced. Absolutely. Here's your 300-word conclusion tailored for your Golden Minds audience. Warm, reflective, and designed to reinforce key insights while encouraging personal reflection and community engagement. So let's take a deep breath and look at what we've uncovered together. For years, we've been taught that a daily bath is a sign of health, cleanliness, and discipline. But as we age, our needs shift, and so should our habits. What once worked at 40 can quietly wear us down at 70. Slippery showers, fragile skin, lingering fatigue, and even hidden infections. All of these can come from a routine we never thought to question. But here's the truth we've gently revealed today. Cleanliness after 70 isn't about doing more. It's about doing what makes sense for your body now. From minimizing fall risks to respecting your skin's delicate balance, from saving energy for moments that matter to trusting your body's natural systems, and finally to embracing hygiene routines that are personal, flexible, and kinder to you. This is your new path forward. You haven't lost control, you've gained wisdom. So whether that means bathing twice a week, using wipes between showers, or simply moving slower in the bathroom, Know that you're making choices that protect your well-being, not compromise it. And now I'd love to hear from you. What part of this video opened your eyes? Was it the science? A personal story that felt familiar? Or maybe just the gentle permission to let go of habits that no longer serve you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video if it spoke to you. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Minds for more conversations that respect your journey and support your independence. Because aging isn't about giving things up. It's about living smarter, safer, and more confidently than ever.